Well, well, well. Hello there, Hannes and Lone.
Uh,
And how are you both doing this fine eve?
I'm doing well.
Good, good.
I
Now,
am tired.
well, yes, you've been doing some very hard work, Lone.
A new job.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's been an adventurous week. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say anything's like over difficult, but it is different. There's been a lot of listening, a lot of new information, and I'm just like you guys know me. I'm terrible for keeping any semblance of a good sleeping schedule. Like it's still not perfect, but I have been like going to bed a lot earlier and then just kind of
Yes.
monging out for like an hour and then going to sleep. It's just like I've not had it in me to have a proper life after work. Not yet, not yet. That'll come though. But
You'll figure it out. I mean, it's not only
Hmm.
you that has a new job, Lone. It's also Hannes. Hannes has been on observation duty. Like that
Oh,
job.
yeah.
Oh God, I don't know how you keep up the hours, Hannes.
No, I've been seeing a bit of this. I've been lurking. Like
Yeah, it is a job, isn't it?
Mm.
Weird
It's a very
coming in,
interesting
disturbing
game.
you. It's super fun.
I feel like it's one of those like hidden gems kind of, because the only people I've seen it other than you is Game Grumps player. I've
I
not really
imagine the
seen
Game
much around
Grumps
it.
freaking love that. As soon as they get the intruder anomaly.
I feel like it's the kind of game that has its die-hard audience, but when it comes to the average gamer, I don't think that they are like. I don't think they're picking it up by them. Watching somebody else and helping somebody else play it, like that's the level for most.
Yeah.
Are you on?
It
Are you
sounds
on
like Hannes is
walkabout?
on the other side of the room, right, Lon?
Sorry, yeah. I was a little bit away. Yeah.
Hannes is going back to observation duty right now.
Yeah, man. Things have got to be observed.
Indeed. But yes, as is tradition, Lon and Hannes, is this picture CGI?
No,
No?
no.
What do you think, Hannes?
I don't know. The perspective is kind of throwing me off here because they look very small for that type of tree. But I'm gonna go with no.
You are correct. It is a completely real picture. Do you know what these kinds of trees are, though?
Don't know. They look like something straight out of Minecraft if it was just like smoothed.
They look
Aren't
something
they
like this.
Balboa trees? No,
No,
Balboa is
I
the
need
ones
I
in-
this is the segment normally where Lone Googles. I want you to both Google this to see what it is. They are called dragon blood trees.
That's a very hardcore fucking name.
I
They
mean,
look
have a
insane.
look
This
at
looks
the
like
have a
something-
look.
It looks like
Google-
something straight out of Caelid.
Yeah, Google
It
dragon blood
does
trees,
look
and
like-
it comes from Caelid. You'll see what I mean when it comes to dragon blood trees. Have a look at that shit.
Oh my god, yeah, that's horrendous. Like, well, I could give you a picture right now, and you would
well,
honestly feel like you're in Caelid.
Like, honestly, it's so bizarre. Like, it's because
putting
the
in
tree.
That is insane.
Yes, it's because the trees themselves have red sap, so it looks like they're bleeding.
Yeah, like dark, deep
Like,
red.
yeah, a deep red. It's not just like, oh, it's just like, it's slightly red. No, dragon blood trees, they're wild.
I just put a picture in like the Discord, like just to have a look, cause just the time of day, it it looks very Caelid-y to me.
Yes,
oh,
it
well,
does.
actually, not on that monitor. It looks better on a monitor where you've got blue filter on.
Like, I'll tell you right now, they look like they should be on a different planet. They're very retro.
Yeah.
Like, the reason
They missed the evolutionary train or something. Like,
Yeah, definitely. They're just like, are you from a fantasy world? Ah, well, now you're on Earth. Sorry.
I don't know. This kind of makes sense. Where do these trees tend to grow?
I believe, like, Nairobi, places like that.
part of
Geography-
Yemen.
Yemen.
Is this close to the equator by any chance?
Is this your Google?
Yemen is close to the equator. I'm quite sure. Yes.
Just because in terms of evolution, I actually think they're quite clever. Because all of their leaves, all of their chlorophyll are poised at the top.
Yeah.
So it would pretty much take advantage of a sun which hangs in the air for most of the day.
Mm.
It's not going to be quite as it's like the sun's always going to be high, right? Well,
Yes,
at least
that
like
is true.
for most of the day on the equator. So
Like,
it's very interesting. It looks weird. They look mushroomy. But
They really do. It's because they
Makes
spread
sense.
out. Their branches spread out like the things of a mushroom. Like, I came
Yeah. So
across...
Yemen is just Yemen is like a little bit north of the equator. They're fairly close. They're not smack middle, but
Yeah.
they're pretty close.
gotcha.
Well, I came across a very weird. So I was dealing with some gardening and things like that, and I came across a very weird spider in the garden, and it was bright white.
Okay.
Now, Lorne, have you ever seen a bright white spider in the UK?
I think so.
The one I found. Do you want to know what it's also known as?
Go on.
The White Death.
That's
I
a
mean-
fantastic name.
It's
Yeah.
it's not poisonous either. I mean, it's definitely deadly to bees, and if it bites you, it will hurt for hours. But the White Death, like it's so pale. It also has a chameleon-like ability. It blends in and changes color slightly.
I mean, what
That's
is
pretty
that?
cool.
It sounds like it's been given a name from an arachnophobe.
Yes, most likely.
Like
'Cause
considering how like non-deadly it actually is.
Well, I mean,
Somebody's
they're
just found this and
common-
went.
I mean, to be fair, they're still quite uncommon, to be fair. They're in Wales and the south of England, but so I'm surprised that we saw one here.
Hmm.
But that got me thinking, what other weird animals are there? And I came across this one, and this is our first story, because I thought, you know what, I'll start with a fun animal story. And that is a squirrel. What is your favourite colour squirrel, Hannes?
We only have one type of squirrel in Sweden, so I'm gonna say the red and white one.
Okay, what about yours, Lorne?
I mean, it's like it's almost compulsory in the UK to say red and say fuck the grey squirrels.
Yeah, That is true. Because the grey squirrels are extremely dangerous. They kill red squirrels. They're assholes.
Yeah, well, they're a what's the words?
An invasive species. Yeah.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, in India, they're like, you know what? Fuck one color. We got the rainbow. We've got the giant squirrel. So these things are the giant southern Indian rainbow squirrels, and they're amazing.
What the
They
fuck?
can
That
measure up to
is
3 feet
so
long from head
freaky.
to tail, weigh about 4 pounds.
That honestly doesn't look natural.
It doesn't, does it? It looks like someone's yeeted a paint bucket on a squirrel.
No, it looks like somebody's just. Oh no! Just like put the squirrel in with the color wash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really
The
does.
eye looks really freaky.
It's
This is-
very strange.
Are you telling me that these are naturally occurring?
Yes, they are. They are giant as well. They're real big.
Can we get a comparison pic?
Oh
What is it holding?
god.
Is it holding an orange there on the top right picture?
3
that
feet long.
That would be pretty freaking massive.
It can be 3 feet long, Lorne.
That's pretty fucking big.
But that's not like. But when you say orange, it's like I don't think of like a Satsuma or a
No, I
Tangerine
think
or anything.
it's a bit smaller than that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like what you think that's a whole freaking orange.
However, it is massive, and as you can see, like they really just went all out with colors. They were just like, you know what, we've got to tie dye this squirrel.
Yeah.
This close up is nightmare fuel. Cupcake says, is it? Oh,
This
I think
is-
it's quite adorable.
No, I don't. No, it's
no.
it's weird.
Well, you don't like it? Oh, I like it.
I mean, like I certainly I wouldn't go as far to say as I dislike it, but in term, my initial feeling when I see that is, oh,
Is it the
Um,
eyes?
This is my reaction. This is my reaction for. Yeah, it's the
Pretty-
eyes.
pretty sus.
Don't worry, Hannes. This is mine when someone offends the rainbow squirrel.
I mean,
No, but
Curious.
it's like hairs. Like you see hairs at a distance, you're like, oh look, it's a rabbit, cute, and then
Yeah,
it turns
yeah,
around,
I
it's
see
the
what you
hair,
mean.
and it's just like da, da, da.
Yeah, I see
Real
what you
shit.
mean.
wait, I've never really thought about this so much.
Hairs
But
are
a
freaky.
hair's meant to have like particularly striking features.
Well, it's
No,
the
but have you never
face.
seen like a hair from the side? They look freaky as fuck.
They've just got elongated faces.
You have not seen enough hairs, especially not the one that lives around my
This
apartment.
this is where after the stream, Hannes, we're going to spam Lone with hair pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at them now, man.
Mhm.
I got my Google tab.
Well, from
I like seeing
animals,
these things fight.
from animals in the world to animals in politics, because
Mhm.
we're getting political on this bitch. Now,
Okay.
Lorne, you know the Boris of Johnson.
Not personally.
Well, obviously he wants people to get back into the office and away from home. And do you want to know his quote? And it's great. Boris Johnson says people should work in person again because when he works from home, he gets distracted by cheese.
Good. Yeah, we should base our whole frickin' entire workforce based on his fucking cheese indulgence.
Huh? You know, and you just get you're just like, oh god, I could get distracted by cheese.
Like
But,
that
like-
man does not get distracted by sheets in the office as well. He has a fucking drawer of sheets down in 10. I
Yeah,
know it.
he's got like a cheddar, like he is literally a cheese board, and that board is just his full desk. it's made of
Boris
cheese.
getting grumpy. I get go to the cheddar drawer.
quick, get Boris some Red Leicester.
Also, I don't want everyone to go back to the office
I know.
because it's not even because I don't want to work in the office. It's like I do work in the office, but over the last kind of month, I have noticed my commute getting more and more delayed.
Well,
Like the bus has took longer over the course of this last month, and I can't put my finger on why. And the
Well-
only thing I can really put it down to is like so many more industries or so many more like big firms must have called their staff back in.
Well, Lorne, that's the other thing as well. Like, Boris Johnson's like, oh, well, you'll get distracted by cheese. Yeah, but the time to commute versus me going to the kitchen to get some cheese doesn't really equate. I could go to the kitchen multiple times versus my commute.
Yeah. Yo, but Soul's right. It is a right as well to cheese. You have a right to cheese.
Cheese is good. I love cheese. Cheese is great.
I
But
like cheese too much. But like, it's why I don't tend to keep any in the house. Because actually, that's a lie.
because you
Don't have
indulge
cheese at
too much.
home?
No, but actually, no. Yeah, I'm telling lies. I do have like some bits of a cheese board left, but that's because like, So some cheeses are phenomenal, but I'm not so much of a fancy cheese person. You
What
know,
defines fancy cheese?
with shit in it. Like, we put some
cheese
fruit
with
in your
shit
cheese.
in it.
Like, we put some fruit in your cheese. Like that you get cranberry.
I mean, yeah,
cheese
okay,
and
I
stuff
get
that.
it. Like, I just
Like,
like,
it's-
cheddar,
Like, yeah, it's like honestly, just
Gouda.
give me a nice wheel of brie.
What do you say,
I-
Hannes?
I'll-
What's your...
Breeze can be pretty fucking fancy as well. You don't
You
need to
can,
put shit in
yeah.
it for cheeses to be fancy. But I get your point still.
Hannes,
Yeah, it's
what
we've
cheese
had
do
to
you
cut
indulge
down.
in?
We have literally like had to cut down on our cheese indulgence in this house because we tended to like get one, like, a smallish piece, but still like one piece of nice cheese every weekend, and it's like 8-ish, I guess 8-ish pounds, I think. But I mean, that adds up for cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
know?
Mate,
Yeah,
mate,
no, it's not a
uh,
lot of cheese. It's just good cheese. It's a very small amount of cheese, honestly.
at least you're not like that lass who I saw in the precinct one time when I was on school lunch.
Yeah.
Because she was just sitting down, reached behind her,
Did you get a block
out
of
of the
cheddar?
shopping bag. It was, yeah, she just
Was
pulled
I
out a
there?
full block of cheese. Quite possibly.
I might have been
Just
there.
a full block of cheese and just took a bite out of it like it was a fucking Mars bar.
That's
Parmesan is good. Parmesan and Monterey Jack are good. I do like those.
I mean, there's a frick ton of like
You know what?
incredible cheeses. Do you know what the thing about mozzarella is though?
What?
Is that mozzarella on a pizza? Of course, you can't. It's like irreplaceable at this point. Mozzarella in any other context, I'm like, nah. You are an
Yeah, I
inferior
agree.
cheese.
No, I fully agree. I wouldn't just go to town on a ball of mozzarella.
Nah, mozzarella
I
dippers.
definitely would.
Hannes has just got balls of mozzarella in each hand, just numbing them down.
Not like legitimately, like, okay, not pure, but like just a little bit of black pepper on it.
No,
I don't
actually,
know,
no.
it just-
Actually, to
If-
be fair, I've seen people do that, and they do say it's nice. So I'd be willing
Yeah, but
to.
a classic mozzarella salad, like
Yeah.
slice up some tomatoes, some basil, mozzarella, and a little bit of black pepper or lemon pepper.
but that's
all
why
over
they.
that.
That's why they put it in a salad because it tastes of fuck all.
Wow.
It's-
Well
Like,
That's
then.
what shit mozzarella you're eating.
I just when it comes to mozzarella, it's like it's
No, you have a point.
if it is the forefront of the dish and you're relying on the taste of mozzarella, then there's any other number of cheeses I would rather be eating. But you put it on a pizza for how it goes when it's melted, the stringiness and the texture and all that. Yeah, fantastic. Because there's so many other things on the pizza making that flavor profile.
Well, Soul is on Hannes's side.
Whoa, wait.
Because he's a
Mozzarella's
wise
live.
man.
Yeah.
I see
So
how it is.
at the minute, people have chosen Hannes as their king.
That's fine. That's fine. Honestly, I love an underdog
everybody
story.
their own opinions. That's fine. I can see where Salt is coming from, but like I
same.
could definitely like gobble an entire bowl of mozzarella for sure.
Well, from one interesting political figure to another interesting political figure. So stuff has come out about the former president. And some of his
Which
shit
one?
is fucking wild. You know which one I mean. When I say weird shit about the former president, you know which one I mean.
I mean, there's
Ronald
definitely.
Reagan.
Yes, Reagan. He's back from the dead, baby. Goat cheese, honey goat cheese. I've not tried honey goat cheese.
Amazing.
I've not tried any goat
on a
cheese.
slice of bread.
That sounds incredibly Greek.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well,
Like,
you know what? You know how you can get that cheese to me with this idea by Mr. Trump. Because at the start of his presidency, when he believed that hurricanes were, because hurricanes were around in the US quite a lot, he kept asking if China was shooting hurricanes at the US with a hurricane gun.
My God.
What's
Amazing.
wrong, Hannes?
It's just that yeah, they're shooting us with a hurricane gun, and we should respond with nukes.
Well, he did actually say that we should nuke hurricanes. That was a while ago. Like the nuking was like the idea of nuking hurricanes was floated around a while ago, and then this came out about him shooting a hurricane gun.
I also think there's so many hurricane-related Trump stories, which is pretty insane in and of itself. But you also remember that he was on national TV and he changed the path of the hurricane because he had earlier said that it was going to hit an area, was disproven, and then he didn't like that, so he drew a new path with Sharpie.
Oh God, it's bananas. But
do you know my favorite part of this headline is?
Is it the hat?
Kept. No, it's kept.
Yeah,
it's
very true.
It's like he didn't just ask once and they said, "No, Trump, you're a fucking freak. Why would you suggest
So
that?" It's like, no, they had to tell him again.
Now, Lone, the idea of people keep telling Trump shit. Oh God, the next Trump story. This is the last next Trump story. Is this dude, former Defense Secretary Mark Esper? President Trump suggested shooting protesters and missile strikes in Mexico.
I mean,
so quickly,
that sounds a lot more on brand for him.
Yeah,
That
just
sounds
quickly
completely
though,
on brand.
like he went, okay, can we nuke Mexico? Like fire missiles into Mexico? And he just went, nah, maybe don't do that. And then Trump went, but they wouldn't know it was us.
They definitely would.
Yeah. Yes. How do you
They
not notice a
definitely-
fucking missile?
Just the sheer
Does he
amount
not
of people that
understand radar, like just understanding trajectory?
But it's not even just that. You'd have to shoot it over ground, right? So
Surely,
it's
yeah.
like how many eyewitnesses are going to catch this on its way from America to
That came
Mexico.
from Canada. Honestly, but
No, I don't.
so the other thing as well, when there was protesters in Washington, he kept saying he wanted to bring the military in and they had to appease him. And he kept going, can we not just shoot them in the legs or something?
I mean,
they are shooting them, so
yeah, they do. They do.
That is the darkest timeline.
No, the thing is, like, we've seen both sides of Trump in these two news. This is just like him in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's the fucking weirdo idiot, and then it's the fucking scary fascist.
Yeah, it's a very strange.
I mean,
Strange
I honestly
thing. Normally we don't do much political stuff, but like that was just so fucking wild.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think there's a difference between the two stories. It's like the same. Fair enough, it's like weirdo versus fascist, but all it is just one guy who thinks gun solves issue. Whether it's whether it's got a physical form or not.
Well, let's go from missiles to aliens. Now, Hannes, what is the acronym for an alien? Normally.
The acronym for an alien? Do you mean a UFO?
Yeah, like
No.
what people's other another word for another term for an alien.
You stumped
It
me here.
begins
I'm
with
not
U.
sure. Yeah, a UFO.
UFO. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Now-
not. That's
Yeah, but
the
that's the flying
ship.
saucer. That's not alien. That's why I got stumped.
Okay,
That's the ship.
well, we're rebranding, Hannes, because they're not called UFOs anymore. They're called
Okay.
UAPs.
Huh?
Yeah, they're
Unidentified aerial what?
phenomenon.
Oh. Okay.
Ah, hello
Perfect.
there. Hello there, Sendai. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We've got, so, remember back in the day when it was the dude from Blink 182 who on his site leaked images of aliens and, like, stuff from, like, cams of, like, fighter jets and stuff? And then the government came out and went, yeah, they're real.
Yeah.
And no one cared, because there was other shit going on. Well, now
Yeah.
there's been an official inquiry, and the Pentagon has now reported about 400 UFO encounters. And yeah, this is now on the record. No one gives a shit. People are just like, okay, yeah, there's aliens, but like they don't know what it is. We don't know what it is, and like there's other shit going on. Like for the longest
of
time.
course, they know what it is.
No, I really don't think so.
No,
I mean, like,
no, they
why would
don't. That's
why
the
would
point.
they
That's
lie
the point.
about- Why would they say that they don't know up until this scale? I don't think so.
Why?
I think
Because-
this is stuff that they really don't know.
Yeah, because it'll be like secrets, right? Like, don't people usually explain away UFOs by saying that they're like military tests and stuff like that?
So
Yeah,
they
when
they
they're
only
like-
do that. They only do that if there normally is something to cover up. So the Roswell incident. They said it was a weather
I'm-
balloon, which
Yeah.
it wasn't a weather balloon. It was a kind of military thing. It was essentially a high altitude balloon. Not for weather though. It was for spying on the Soviets. And obviously, you can't go, we have these things spying on the Soviets and announce it to the public while the Cold War is going on.
No.
I just find it weird how it's like, obviously, of course, there could be cover-ups. Other nations could be keeping their secrets, but why they're all localized over there?
What do you mean? We've had UFO sightings, yeah.
I mean, not nearly in the same kind of.
No, surprisingly, we have had a
consistency.
lot of UFO sightings. Like there's a place in I think it's Scotland, which is like seen like hundreds and hundreds of UFOs. But
I
like
also think it's a much larger country with a very active like radar
Yeah.
scanning kind of presence.
like most people believe the thing with the UFOs in Scotland though is that because it's so close to where you'd be able to see the northern lights, like it's the idea that solar flares are just skimming off the surface and it's more visible in Scotland.
Hmm. Google the Gateshead Grey.
Google the Gateshead Grey, Lon. You
It
heard
sound-
you
it
heard Sendai.
sounds
Google the
horrendous.
Gateshead Grey.
It's probably just some frickin' chav in his tinnies at night.
It's just someone in tracksuit bottoms.
Oh, the Gateshead Grey.
It's actually just
it doesn't
Hannes.
it
Hannes has
doesn't
just
even
Hannes has just come over to Gateshead.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
me.
it doesn't even
running around there.
auto-populate on Google. It's not real.
Wow, Lon, you sound like you have so much joy in your soul. Just
Oh,
like,
apparently
embrace
it's-
aliens, Lon.
Apparently it's wait, what the hell is this?
Dude claiming he got abducted by UFOs in Bensham.
Yeah, of course it did. He probably just went to a swingers party, man, when he was off his freaking nut. Before
Now-
he got probed.
That sounds pretty stupid. And out of all of the
Yeah.
characters we have in UK culture, there is none more stupid than Mr. Bean. And,
Well, I mean, there's Boris Johnson.
well, that's true. But he's not a character. Well, he might
Oh,
be.
he's quite the character.
He might be. God only knows. But the reason I mention it, Hannes, is this story feels very apt in regards to NFTs. Because Mr. Bean has launched at the same time as the cryptocurrency crash his own NFTs. It's very apt. Like
What?
as crypto has completely gone like tits up, Mr. Bean has now got NFTs.
Fantastic.
Wait.
But wait, is it actually asking, like, is it him?
No, it's from the
actor
Mr.
doing
Bean
it?
cartoon series, which everyone feels like there's
Yeah,
so
no, no,
many
no, but, like-
episodes, by the way. There's loads of people who are like, oh, I watched that all the way through my childhood. There's 15 episodes.
Yeah, I know. And they keep reposting them on YouTube, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this, but Mr. Bean's YouTube channel is fucking super weird. Because they keep reposting clips and shit from
No,
Mr. Bean almost weekly.
But
no. That's a legit strategy though. Like I've heard that like Gordon Ramsay's YouTube channel does it as well. That keeps
Yeah, he does.
re-uploading episodes of Kitchen Nightmares because it appears new videos are probably easier to discover than old ones.
Mm.
Yeah,
No, it is
So
true.
you
He does
just-
do that. Like, but there's literally only like 15 episodes of the Mr. Bean cartoon, but everyone is certain they watched it throughout childhood. It's like a weird
I mean-
Mandela effect of
I mean, I wouldn't
Content.
say so. Like when did it come out?
God knows. It would have been like early
Mr.
2000s.
Wait,
Yeah, I was gonna
cartoon
say
or
it's
show?
like it came out in 2002. So it's
2002,
like,
yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah, it wasn't like right the way through childhood, man. It's already 9 at the.
You're
this time.
already 50, Lone.
I know. But here's a question for you. A little bit of trivia. Let's freaking go.
Okay.
What was its score, or what is its score on IMDb?
7.2.
Yeah,
So-
I was thinking the same thing. Can't be much 7.
Hmm. Do you wanna hit a specific point?
7.4.
Ah.
Ah,
Fucking, this is
you
fucking.
overrated. You overrated. Apparently,
Overrated? Well, Soul's-
6.8.
Soul's closest. Soul's like 6.6.
Oh.
Soul wins.
Oh, there you go, Soul.
Soul wins.
Take your prize of a solid thumbs up, which you can't see.
Don't worry, I shall give you a solid B. There we
Let's
go.
go.
Beautiful. That's a solid B.
I take that to the bank.
Yeah, you can. That's what I should do. I need to get up Streamlabs and just go here's 50,000 channel points. Do with them what you will.
Have you guys ever? I don't know why this reminded me of it, but have you guys ever been in like a giveaway type contest where it's like, oh yeah, it's like you've got to get this score or you've got to hit this
Yeah.
very particular thing to win the prize, and then nobody at the end does it. So they say, oh well, we'll give a prize to the closest, but it's not the actual prize. It's like they just give you something incredibly crap.
No, I thought you were going to say something else. So I've not had that. However, I did do a thing, and I was like, that looks about this many, and I chose a number, and I got it right.
Oh no, I was just
Yeah,
like,
I've not
thinking
been
that-
in the situation that you described either. I have been in giveaways and I've actually managed to win, but I am not. I've not had them bamboozle in that way.
Yeah, I mean, like it was fair. Like it was a golfing tournament, and one of the holes, one of the par threes, was they had a particular giveaway. Like it was an actual car. Like
Damn.
a garage had sponsored it, and it's like if you got a hole in one, then you get the car. And nobody got the hole in one, but somebody was like literally within 2 inches. And so their like consolation prize for being the closest out of
Air
everyone was a toy car. They just
Fuck's sake.
it's like a little Hot
I
Wheels.
would be so annoyed.
I mean, it's like,
Unless it's
I guess
unless
they'd-
it's worth something, I'd be really, really annoyed. I'd feel like it was
Well-
more of an insult than anything else.
I mean, yeah, but it's also like, yeah, we're not going to give the car away to somebody
True,
who
true.
didn't actually do the thing.
Like,
so
well-
I get it, but like,
I've definitely seen these more in America. But the idea that you put your hand on the car, and should you remove your hand from the car,
Yeah.
you're out. Get one attempt. So you can't let your hand go. I think the longest time was like 3 days or something ridiculous. Like you have to have your hand permanently on the car if you want to win it.
Could you not just get in the car?
No, you
No.
can't. You have to have your hand on the bonnet.
All right. Could you just like
They've
lie
been holding
on the
these
bonnet?
competitions for like years and years, like 50,
Yeah.
60 years easily, and Lon just comes in. I cracked this.
Crack the
It's a
code.
solved game, buddy.
Look, he has Lorne just like, what if you brought a chair?
I was just saying, yeah, you could just lie on the bonnet. It's like, all right,
No,
fine.
you have to be standing. You have to be standing. They've got really, really specific anal rules about it. Like you can't. Obviously, I assume you can't glue your hand to the car. Otherwise, that would be an almost guaranteed win. But yes, there is one more NFT thing, and then we're done with NFTs. Because as you can see, they have crashed. Lorne, do you remember Madonna?
I mean, she still exists.
Exactly, she does. And obviously, she's getting into the NFT market by doing a Gwyneth Paltrow and getting a 3D NFT model of her vagine.
Dang.
Oh, okay.
A tree grows out of it. That's the thing. Oh, thank you, Sendai, for the sub. I really appreciate it. Was it the NFT talk?
No, it was a vagina talk.
Was it Madonna that sold you?
But you just finally blended Sendai's favorite things.
Ah, yes, NFTs and Madonna. Once the trifecta had been met,
I mean,
it was
I
perfect.
mean, all right, fair enough. You took that a lot more PG than I did, but sure. But yes.
Madonna's vagina.
Yeah, why though?
I don't know. She's kind of been going a bit weird lately. She's doing lots of TikTok stuff. It's very strange. But her 3D render has like an entire tree growing out of her as an NFT.
A tree going out of her, like in what context is this tree growing out? Like
It's
out
coming.
of the
It's
vagine?
coming out of the NFT model.
Okay.
It's
Of the
weird.
vagine.
Yeah, it's very very weird.
I'm curious, how old is Madonna nowadays?
66, I want to say.
You are incorrect.
No, I think she's upward 70.
No, she's
No, she's not that
63.
old. 63. I knew
Ah.
she was in her 60s. Two musicians.
I- I
Michael Jackson,
was-
Prince. Oh god, yeah, they were good. I liked Michael Jackson, Prince. They had good songs.
Wait, what?
See-
Spotify apparently is letting an exclusive amount of artists promote their NFTs on the
Yeah,
platform.
they can use NFT profile pictures.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like now that people have like realized that the crypto market has crashed, people are trying to get rid of all their shit because they're not. It's not going to sell. Like NFT, it was a neat bubble for those that wanted to make a buck, but
Yeah.
it's not going to sell. Like people are just like, we need to hawk this stuff quick.
Yep.
Hmm.
Now,
I mean, it's like I feel like it's crashed so heavily though.
yeah, it
That
has.
you're probably's best just leaving it and just hoping for a resurgence one day, like miles down the
Oh
road.
god, that's, you have to really hope then if that's the case.
I mean, it's like it depends how much you've had invested in the first place, right?
I
It's
guess
how
that's
much
true.
you've got to
Mm,
how much you've got to lose.
I
But
mean,
if you just had like a tiny little bit of like
Man,
pocket change.
Did you see KSI's investment?
no, I
He
didn't.
He invested $2 million in
Oh, no.
Luna, and it's legit now worth $1,000.
oh,
He lost $2 million, like from 2 million to 1,000. That's how hard this coin crashed.
You know what? I don't feel much sympathy for him if he's got more money than sense.
No, I mean, like, he'll be fine. He'll be
Totally fine.
I mean,
Like-
but it's just like anyone who trades, right?
Yeah, true.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like you take not similar risk, but you take like a calculated risk,
Yeah.
even just trading in any kind of exchange, right?
That's true.
The risk that you can bear.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's like
Well-
it's really the biggest losers are the people who just pump in their fortune and like just effectively gamble. It's no different than just hitting the fruit machine in the pub.
Well,
Yeah,
speaking.
I need to be right back for
Okay.
5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Well, Lorne, speaking of pub, though, Lorne, do you
Whoa.
remember the thing that Hugo Boss did? Yep. That made Joe Lycett change his name.
Yeah.
Well, something similar has happened with a pub. So this village pub has been asked to change its name by Vogue magazine. It's called The Star Inn at Vogue, and it's been around for 150 years.
Yeah, so Vogue can frick off.
Yeah, wee bit longer than Vogue. They just said they thought it was very funny, and they also sent their strongly worded letter back, to just be like, well, we think it's funny, but on your bike, pretty much. Like, we've been around a lot longer. I'd love it if they sued Vogue.
I mean, like, I don't. What's the legal standing for this? Are you just literally just like just pay the lawyer their rates and just hope that a miracle happens?
Well, kind of. So the thing is that they want to just try and stop people from using that name. Do you not remember ages ago? This is old YouTube, old internet history. I think it was the Fine Bros that tried to copyright the React
Oh god,
idea.
you made that sound far older than what it was.
It
man.
is old. In technical,
not ancient.
I'm sorry, Lon, but in technical internet terms, the Fine Bros copywriting, fucking React or trying to.
Fine Bros
old as
controversy.
shit.
What do you mean? Okay. Tell me what year is old as shit.
Well, God. 2 years on internet terms is old as shit.
No, it's
Wasn't it like
tough, man.
2016, says Lee?
Perhaps. I'm seeing some articles dated back in 2016. So yeah, it's probably around about right. But 2016, that's not old, man.
2016 is
not
pretty
that
old.
old.
In internet terms, Lorne. This is in terms of the internet. Do you want to know how much shit has come out between 2016 and now?
Aye, of course. We also got put in lockdown for 2 years, man.
Yeah, no
Not a lot
shit,
happened in the
Lorne.
world.
Oh.
It's not that
Just you
old.
wait till Hannes comes back. Hannes will be on my side.
No, man. Hannes is a reasonable human being. So
Hannes is
I
a reasonable
agree
human
with
being.
whoever
That's why
pays
he'll
me
be
the
on my
most.
side.
well,
are you offering?
So-
I am willing to give you your sub for next month.
And where's mine, Lorne?
In the mail.
Oh, I see.
Alright.
Well, Hannes, so I was saying that, so this is the story, this one specifically, is that Vogue magazine is trying to force a village pub that has been around for 150 years to change its name because it's called The Star Inn at Vogue. So obviously, they're not going to do that.
Wait, what were they called?
They're called The Star Inn at Vogue.
The Star Inn at Vogue. Okay.
Yeah, and it's been around for 150 years, so they're not going to change it.
Yeah.
And I said it's similar to, like something like the Fine Bros like trying to copyright React. And in internet terms, when they did that, that is old. So in terms of the internet,
He used the
that's
word
old.
ancient.
It's ancient. Yes, it is
He said
ancient.
ancient.
Do you remember when the Fine Bros tried to copyright the term React, so that if people made reaction videos, you had to go to them?
You know
Sign
what?
up
Let's,
for
let's
them.
It
put,
was roughly 1000 AD.
Yes, pretty much. But
No,
like
I-
in terms of the internet,
Mhm.
like the amount of stuff that happens, like if you look at tech as well, ancient, is a generation of tech.
I mean, it's definitely old news. If you would ask any Zoomer about the Fine Bros and their React ownership, they would just go like, "What now?"
Mm-hmm.
like basically,
What's the debate though? Is the debate is it ancient or not?
it's not ancient. That was.
I said
basically
it.
my
I
comment.
said it's. Well, it's not. I said it's ancient in terms of the internet.
I still disagree.
Okay, when did this happen? Finest Bro
2016. Lone saying 2016.
own React. 2016. I think that feels further back than it actually is because of Corona times. I wouldn't say that 2016 is ancient in terms of. I'm sorry.
Boom.
So
Told
bad.
you.
I would say that I
Reas-
would say that I agree that it's old news, but 2016 is not ancient.
It's
I
ancient.
told you Hannes was reasonable.
He is reasonable. And I accept Hannes's decision, but not yours, Lorne. How dare you?
Oh wow.
Oh god. But yes, speaking of controversy, Activision. Quite a lot of stuff has happened with Activision over the years, and Overwatch is their recent thing. Hannes,
Well, I mean,
have you heard about their diversity tool?
yeah, we literally saw a video on this today.
Yep. Lorne, if you haven't seen it, this is Overwatch's
No,
diversity tool.
I have seen it actually. It's wild.
It's stupid. It's bad.
I think my
It's
favorite.
also never been used.
Yeah, they say it's never been used.
Yeah.
I
One of
think-
the sorry, Lon. No, but just one of the artists on Blizzard actually like tweeted up from their personal Twitter, just going like, "This is not a thing used. We've never we've never seen this. We've never used this. This is just another like attempt by
Like the
executives
Stooges,
to
yeah.
try to make the studio look good. The way that we use diversity is because we are a diverse team. We have eyes. We
Exactly.
have brains. Like we don't use this tool.
Yeah, no, it's bizarre. Like I think the perfect like reaction meme I saw was just like saying that I think not being racist is the new racism.
Yeah, I could say that.
It's
Like,
like
it-
just people who have no idea trying their absolute hardest to look not racist.
There's a great
Yes.
interview with Morgan Freeman. And the interviewer goes, "So, tell me, like, what do you think about how to get rid of how do we get rid of racism?" And he just goes, "Stop talking about it." And he's just like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Just stop talking about it. That's it. Stop talking about it." Very simple. I was like, Morgan Freeman, I love you. You sweet human.
It's like to be devil's advocate. It's like I can understand. No, because I understand his point of view about it. It's like, but also as well, if like injustices are happening because of racism and the response is don't talk about it, then that's how.
No,
never
he
gets
didn't mean
addressed.
it like that.
No, I know, but that's how just making a statement as simple as that could be taken.
Yeah. I
Mm,
mean, to be
yeah.
honest, like obviously it's spicy for me as a white man to say that, but I don't feel like Morgan Freeman maybe faces the same kind of diversity as somebody from a lower socioeconomic strata.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
feel like
that's
that
fair.
is too spicy to say. So maybe he doesn't face the exact same kind of struggles as.
I mean, I imagine he's not had the Hollywood treatment all his life.
No.
Well,
Um,
don't worry, Lorne.
He's
To-
making the interview from you know.
Yeah,
Don't-
yeah.
Don't worry,
But
Hannes. To
either
get
which
that
way,
cat
this-
off of the hot
this-
tin roof, we'll move
the-
away from diversity and move on to sexual harassment. Because, Hannes, calling a man
Yep.
bald is sexual related harassment, an employee tribunal
I
rules in the
love
UK.
I love this story.
Wow, that I wasn't expecting one to be so on board with this story.
It's just because like I've said it in my own content a lot. Like one of the Twitch streamers I like the most for their content and just their general demeanor is Northern Lion,
Hmm.
and like he's a famously bald individual. There's many memes surrounding his baldness. It just this is the first I saw of this headline because he quote retweeted it. Blah,
Are you
quote
okay?
retweeted it.
You got
Yeah.
there.
With the tag just saying, "Now you're all gonna fucking pay." I'm just like,
Well,
I'm just like, I
So
fucking love
just
that.
just so you know, it's more of the term that, like, because statistically bald people predominantly are men. So it's not
Yes.
sexual harassment in, feeling someone up, doing something like that. It's like going to a woman, hey, XYZ. Like, I think the whole thing with this one is that they kept calling him bald bastard and things
Keep
like
calling
that.
him bald bastard.
Yeah. So he was trying to say that that's the equivalent as to calling a woman something like an Americanism, sugar tits. See what I mean?
I'm part of the problem, and I'm sorry.
So that is
Laughing
the
at
idea,
old men
because
now, huh?
I
I'll make
wouldn't
you
say.
pay. I'll make you pay, Salt. I'll make you pay.
So just so you know, I don't think it's sexual harassment. I think it is harassment because you're still, insulting something about them. So I think the court is still in the right, but the reason it seems funny and seems, strange is because they're saying it's sexual harassment. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So exactly as Soul's saying, it is just regular harassment.
I mean,
But
like,
the claim is that because 99% of bald people are predominantly men, it's more of a a gender related thing than just straight up thingy. Well,
I just like.
Shut up, clone. I'll do it someday. I'll do it someday. I'll do the fucking hottest speedrun stream. I don't know if you know the story about that, but I had a couple of trolls come into my channel.
Yeah,
and
I
was
did, I
talking
heard
about
that.
speedrunning. I was talking about speedrunning, and they told me that I should speedrun getting hair. And I mean,
Nice.
they didn't really pass the vibe check, so they got they got tossed from the channel because I don't think that would be the end of it. But it's a pretty fucking funny insult.
I mean,
Do you-
please
are
say,
you
please
just-
say you
I
had a
could-
good retort.
No, do you know that meme with the like kid who's like straining so hard that the veins are popping out of his head?
Oh god.
I could just imagine like you just sat there on cam saying like, "All right then," and then just like strain until you go beetroot red, and then suddenly you just pop. Like a
What?
head
I was
just-
I was expecting
I
I was
just-
expecting
I get exactly what you mean, but it's definitely not where I thought we were going
No,
with this.
I
Oh,
thought
really?
I literally thought
Well, just
Hannes
take,
would
well,
have.
you
I
honestly
thought
thought I was just gonna say like, yeah, just take a deuce right on your
no.
chest.
I thought Hannes would have a witty retort like, yeah, but the reason I'm bald is because of aerodynamics, so I can speedrun faster. I thought you'd have some witty retort, not
No.
there's a vein in my skull that is going to explode.
I mean, it's
No,
not
man.
that's not what happened either. But no, they all come in and it happened pretty quickly. But yeah, no, they just got thrown off.
Yeah, but obviously this is, I'd say it's more harassment than anything. But
I mean,
this may be a one
yeah.
for us to talk about in Discord later.
It's just so weird because I understand there's a lot of people who are sensitive about hair loss, but it's like I feel like I just see so many people who like have obviously dealt with it a lot longer, like over many years, and it's just becomes like
I
Just
mean,
becomes-
I've had a shaven head since I was 13. I had cancer when I was 15, which made me lose all my hair, and it never fully came back in again. I know I'm bald. Like, this is not news for me. People can say it to me, and I won't go
Wait.
like,
Wait,
"What?"
it's just like Hannes has never seen a mirror before, and it's just like
oh
the
my
first
God, I'm
time.
bald?
So like they can tell me to speedrun hair like whatever they want, and I would not try to sue anybody for sex related harassment. Although I mean, like, being called a bald bastard every day doesn't sound like a good way.
No, it's not
sounds
good.
like a hostile fucking work environment.
It's the alliteration, dude.
Yeah,
I
the
can't get
alliteration
over
is good.
it.
The alliteration is good. I mean, it's still being an asshole, but the alliteration is good.
My
But
favorite.
I think we can all agree that this is just a harassment they should not be.
Indeed. Well, I'd say this
Mm.
next thing is kind of harassment from the parents of a couple, because over in India, a couple in India sue their son for not giving them a grandchild.
What?
So
How
they've
did
been
that
together
hold up?
for like six years. They've had 6 years of marriage, and they're just like, why don't we have grandchildren yet?
Oh my god! So seeing please tell me it didn't go through. Is it actively in court? Has it been decided?
Well, they are demanding compensation worth £525,000 if no grandchild is born within a year.
That's basically giving them like 3 months to conceive.
Yeah.
Like it's. Yeah, no. This is quite clearly insanity, right? Like
Yeah.
this is.
By the way, I love that the next line is, the wife and son do not seem to have appeared to comment.
Yeah, because they're probably like, we need to like distance ourselves as far away as possible from our
Fucking
family.
awkward family gatherings. That.
I mean, I certainly would not be appearing, because not only is it bad enough when a family member gets too insistent on how you should live your own life,
Yes, I feel
but
that.
to then like bring money into it and say like, hey, we're willing to like financially ruin you
Yeah.
if you don't have a child. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the last time you got a Christmas card, you bald bastard.
You bald fucking bastard.
Wow, Lon. Lon's just
Gotta
going
get
to
some
town.
mileage out of that. You'll hear from
I've
my
never
lawyers, you
realized
fucker.
that story has brought you so much joy. That it's,
Do you know why? Do you know why?
It really triggered something. If I can.
yeah, it really has. And like, Hannes, I'm
Because-
just going to say that Lon's new nickname on our Discord is going to be Bald Bastard. You do know that, right?
I feel like it's too soon. Aren't I like something else at the moment? I feel like my current role is relatively.
It is.
How on earth did I end up with?
I don't know
Where-
why, but you are turban inspector.
I know
Yeah,
why.
the-
It's because we were playing code names, and we were talking about silk, and we were discussing that some turbans are made of silk,
Right.
and
yes.
someone had an issue, and there was an argument about no, they're not. How dare
Oh,
you?
It wasn't even me.
It wasn't
even
you,
in
but
that
Lon,
conversation.
you were there. You were hitting the crossfire.
What the hell?
That's how it works with Discord.
Oh, now we've got the permitted term bastard, but with the emoji bee.
I mean, you could also use these as well.
Fair. Solid B.
Solid
asshole.
B. bastard.
solid, bald, solid bastard.
that's actually someone's name on Xbox Live. Now, from this mess, going down like a plane crash, because Hannes, do you think should the pilot be unconscious? This is a single engine plane, by the way. Should the pilot be unconscious? Do you think you could land the plane safely?
Oh, absolutely not. I would crash that thing.
What about you, Lorne? Single engine plane. Single engine plane. The pilot has lost consciousness. Do you think you could land it safely?
I mean, honestly, I feel like human beings are capable of amazing feats. And I myself am an amazing human being. So honestly, I think if you put me in
Objection,
that
Citation needed.
excuse me, but if you were to put me in such a stressful situation where it was a matter of life or death, I reckon I'd be all right.
I'm with Hannes. Me and Hannes are going to crash.
What?
Yeah, me and Hannes are going to crash. Because that thing just happened. A passenger was forced to land a plane after the pilot fell unconscious. So,
Aye, but I bet they were accredited, right?
no, he had no training. This is the first time he was just going up. The pilot fell unconscious. He called air traffic control, trying to keep the plane steady.
Mm.
And like this pilot instructor was woken up and brought in and was just like, right, you have to keep steady, you have to do this, you have to do that, because they were monitoring him on radar, told him where to go. And the scariest part was when he couldn't get instructions because he was below the radar line. So below 300 feet, he was on his own.
Wow.
Yeah, see, Fry's right. He probably's played Star Fox. He's cheating.
Yeah, he played Star Fox. He could do a barrel roll in the sky with a single engine, like, Cessna plane or whatever. But, like, honestly, like, they were talking about how calm this dude was. Like, I don't think I'd be that calm.
But you have to be, though, right?
I know, you have to be if you want to survive, but I don't think I'd be able to be that calm. Like, I'm an anxious person.
I don't know. I feel like that's exactly the situation where, like, unironically this time, humans can do some pretty rad stuff, because you're in that situation where it's like, if I panic, I am legitimately dead. Like, there is no saving me if I'm going to panic in this situation. You just have to calm down. You have to just, like, and your brain will do that for you. You'll just get pumped full of adrenaline and you'll do exactly what you need to do.
Maybe. But, like, this dude was unnaturally calm, and good for him. He survived. Like, the first thing he did when he got down was hugged the instructor who helped guide him down, and then went home to his wife.
Yeah. I mean, I'd crack open a cold one, to be honest.
Crack open a cold one with the instructor.
Yeah, yeah.
So, there's another airplane story, Lon. I don't know what they're going to arrest them for.
Good start to the story.
I guess so. So, do you know what the thing? Do you know what? If I said the word, I'm going to airdrop you an image.
Yeah.
That's iPhone, like
yes.
iPhone sharing. Isn't
yes, exactly. So, Israel arrests 9 for airdropping crash images aboard a plane.
Whoa. Yeah, no. You can definitely arrest somebody for that.
But what would
inciting the panic?
Is that the crime? Inciting the panic? Is that what the crime would be? That would be they were arrested for?
I mean, that's potentially. I'm pretty sure that's a criminal offense. Inciting panic.
There's like thing that you could be arrested for, which is förargelseväckande beteende, which is basically just like angering behavior. I don't know.
The angering behavior.
I'll try to find translation. You keep going.
But yeah, I really don't know what they. Yeah, I guess inciting a panic is the crime. But
well, said that has got me thinking.
Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct. Okay.
Is that what it is?
That's the thing I'm talking about. I'm not sure if that's what he actually got taken for now, but that's what I'm thinking of. Could have been.
Inciting a panic. Inciting or circulating a report or warning of an alleged or impeding fire, explosion, crime, or other catastrophe, knowing that such a report or warning is false. And that's a law and legal definition.
Yeah. I was saying, Makiri, that your mod filter is gonna be
completely broken.
Less useful after.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be wild. It like my thing is going to be the Wild West, like when the chat starts kicking off. I just need to get a game like bloody Observation Duty, and it's just going to go fucking bananas. Jesus. But yeah, there's another crime, and this one is kind of a funny crime. So, I don't think we have many water towers in the UK alone. Do we?
No, because we have reservoirs.
I thought so. I was going to say it's primarily like in America and places where there isn't a great deal of water. I don't know about in Sweden. I assume there wouldn't be in Sweden.
No,
you have water towers. Yeah, you seem to have a lot of water though.
Yeah, and we keep them in towers.
Store it for later.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, yes, also for water pressures.
Hannes's cat is more like a squirrel, just storing water in his cheeks and water and mozzarella for a rainy day.
Yep.
Because over in the Americas, Kingsland Water Tower shot, silhouette of Johnny Cash struck in sensitive spot. So people were like, it's still a
Man,
crime,
I'm five.
but you have to give him credit for his accuracy.
I can't believe I laughed so much at that immediately as I saw it. I'm fucking 5 years old.
I mean,
I
but
didn't
you
see
know what
it
I
on
mean,
the same
Hannes.
time
Like,
you did.
to be fair, there's some times where something just gets you. I mean, Lorne got
Like
it,
bald
bald bastard.
Stop it.
Look, we'll
How is
lose Lorne for
Lamau
days.
swearing? How is Lamau swearing, Mackety? What's up? What's your settings?
I don't know what the
Man.
setting is.
It's because the A stands for ass.
La Mouse. The
Is that
maze.
really why? That's fucking worse than fish taco.
I'll tell you right now.
Mm.
I have no idea. When I started streaming, I was like, Lorne, what should I put the mod settings at? Lorne went this, so I put it in this. That Lorne said.
I've been
It's your
getting
fault,
in.
then. You hear that?
I've been getting into like some very mild, by the way, but confrontations nonetheless with some chat. Like, 'cause some people think it's funny, and some people are like, "Oh my god, you really need to fix your mod settings." And I'm just like, man, it's
Well,
better to be like crap, and then we can just laugh
True.
at it when we fix it.
I mean, Lorne, like Hannes was saying, like my mod setting now will be a bit wild. Like it's going to be the Wild West, as I was saying. It's just going to be just everything.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we don't keep labowing and calling you a prick, then
That's true. That's
it'll
true.
be fine.
Rudeness. That's what that is. Rudeness. You don't want to be a wrong'un like Ethan.
See,
Wearing
this is the problem.
green.
See the vandals in chat now. They're just going Lamau prick.
No,
Kinda love
it's not Lamau
Whoa,
prick.
Dang.
That was my
Yeah.
father's name.
Next, I can call
you know,
you.
You know, somebody should time that. Somebody should time Grey out. They're wild.
Now, there's another crime, and this is also kind of a stupid crime. So, Hannes,
Yeah.
if I was to steal something from you, let's say it's your car,
Mm-hmm.
the least I could do is drive you around and get your errands, for the day, because you won't have a car.
That would be nice. Yes.
That would be nice. Well,
Also
someone had a similar idea, because a man is caught on video using the stolen lawnmower to cut the victim's grass. Because he thought, obviously I'm stealing this lawnmower. This person won't have a lawnmower for a while, so I might as well cut their grass out of courtesy.
Well, that's
yeah,
nice of him.
it's insanity.
But obviously he was caught on camera. So surprisingly, they saw him and they got the lawnmower back.
He's just gonna do some chores for them first.
My hope is that the police at least let him cut his grass as well.
Yeah.
Police were like, you know what? You weren't too bad. You can cut your grass before we'd tell you off and give you a fine or whatever. I don't know what it would be.
Do you think
Fine.
this was one of these crimes where they say like, yeah, as long as you return the lawnmower, we'll like just forget this happened?
They might have done it.
might be.
Like they might have been really chill about it, because like what they'd probably do is probably go, okay, well we've got the person who nicked the lawnmower. Can you go and
cut your grass though?
can you go and retrieve it? And then if he goes, the police will probably say in America, do you want to press charges? And if they go, nah, I'm alright, then maybe it's fine.
Maybe that's why they cut the grass. Soften them up.
Soften the heart, just in case he did get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, I love it. I love it so much.
Probably called it a drone strike. Not
Oh,
when he's still
God.
on their lawn though.
Yeah. Well, isn't Texas like one of the biggest like gun states out there?
I mean, that's
Yes,
probably
and they
that's
have,
probably
like, and they have stand your ground laws, which means they can shoot
yeah,
anybody who
that
enters the
stuff.
like the.
There was a great bit. There was a great bit where it showed like they were saying how like gun control could never work, and then they went over to Australia and they were just like, yeah, it works fine.
I mean, you can go to almost anywhere in the world.
Yeah, but
and, yeah.
Australia was a very good case study. So there was a shooting. Australia was like, right, in 3 months we're getting rid of all guns, and in 3 months, all of it changed. So it's a very good case study.
Yep.
Now, Lorne, me and you don't understand TikTok. Hannes, do you understand TikTok?
I use TikTok. Understand is a strong word.
I've sent a few stupid shit on TikTok, because thought why not? And I know you've got, I believe, some of your observation duty on TikTok.
Yeah, I uploaded a observation duty today, and some other Twitch clips and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, TikTok has ruined something, and specifically, it's a weed thing. A Detroit man has been arrested for his marijuana vending machine attached to his house. So, this vending machine was in service for 4 years, but obviously it's illegal. And the only reason people found out about it, who were, anyone who would remove it, is because TikTok showed it off.
People went there, uploaded videos on TikTok, and the police was like, "Yeah, maybe we should look into
Yeah,
that."
we have to get rid of it now. I'd be worried
Were
because
they just like turning a blind eye?
I kind of.
Or was it that they were finally alerted to it?
I think they were turning a blind eye because it's been around for 4 years, and like people in the neighborhood seem to like go to it quite often. This dude was making 2,000 grand, 2,000 grand, 2 grand,
2,000 grand.
2,000 grand. It was 2 grand a day.
Decent bit of money.
Yes, it is a decent bit of money.
I mean, if all that's happened is that it's been taken away, then at least you still made a killing for 4 years.
Yeah, true. Well, no, he has been
Like
arrested.
if you're oh, he's been arrested, has he?
Yeah, the headline: he's been arrested.
I don't.
He had a weed vending machine sold.
Yeah, he has more than he's allowed. Also, he's not a business, so he's broken a good few laws.
He's not a businessman with a business plan. Well,
Indeed.
actually, I guess he kind of is. It's just
He
not
was
legal
he was a businessman with a business plan, and then people realized that his business cards weren't legit.
Yeah.
But there's another weed story. So this is a question, Hannes? Does Thailand have legal marijuana?
No, at least not until recently, I suppose.
Is it not like medicinal?
Yes, you
I
can
don't
get
think they
medical
allow.
marijuana. You are correct. You can get medical marijuana. However, meanwhile, over in Thailand, website,
No website for you.
You fucked it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're not looking at that story. The story was Thailand is distributing 1 million free cannabis plants to people.
So they are legalizing it because like it has been gray zoned as far as I've understood.
Yes,
it.
so,
in
they
Thailand
want-
for like a really long time. They have like been places to buy it, sell it, smoke it. But if you were caught by the police, you would have to bribe them.
So what they want people to do in Thailand is they want to have it as a house crop, so that it kind of acts as like a money crop for them. So like if they're giving them away, people will cultivate them, and then they'll be a flood into the economy. That's the idea. They want to make it a house crop that people can easily get.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
yeah.
Like cannabis should be legal in the UK as well. What's
I
it like
mean,
in Sweden?
What Sendai
Right.
is saying is that we do have legality in terms of medicinal marijuana. It's just very hard to get a doctor to sign off on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a very strange
here.
thing.
Same here. Technically, you could get medical, but actually, no, you're not getting medical.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's more so that like if you started taking it and get caught and you say it's for my arthritis, they'll probably have to drop the charges. Like it, but like if your usage can just be attributed to medical need.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, Lone, you're a funny person.
Thank you.
It's
And
alright.
you're a streamer.
Sometimes yes.
I think Netflix may have a job for you. Because
Whoa.
Netflix is exploring a live streaming for the first time and plans to roll out unscripted series and stand-up specials, all live.
That's actually pretty cool. That's not even weird news. That's just like genuine like entertainment news.
Yeah, well, it's pretty weird for like it's kind of strange, but it's not like as weird as the Dragon Blood Tree which we had.
No. You come in here with actual news now.
Fine, we're moving on then.
No.
No, we're
Stay
moving on.
Stay
You don't
it.
like this story.
Stay on it. It's super strange. Fuck, this is weird. No, but what do they mean with unscripted? So it's literally just live TV.
Yeah, like live stream stuff that is literally done
Yeah.
then and there. So like things like Whose Line Is It Anyway, which was improv and stuff like that.
Hmm. This sounds like basically like the thing that Austin Show does with oh shit, what's it called? How much does it cost? What's the cost? Name
Yeah.
that money. Price your money. Price this item. Whatever. He has a show he does live with other streamers.
Price is Right.
and- No, it's not Price is Right.
How much
He
money in
does
the
a
world
7
does it cost?
Austin Show game show. Fuck.
Name your price. Cupcake
Name
says.
your price. Name your price. Thank you. Yeah, that's
So-
the name. It's a super funny show. So it's basically a game show but with streamers, and it sounds like it could be stuff like that.
Well, yeah, the
Ludwig
idea as well is
also
because
has-
it would be live,
Okay.
you would have
Yeah.
live voting. So, like,
Hmm.
people in chat would go, okay, do you want Lone to host Weird News next week? Do you want Hannes to host it next week? Like, that kind of thing. And then, they'd vote.
The thing is, though, is this is still a cool idea. It's good. But I feel like the lifeblood of what makes streaming services so good, like in terms of like live content, is the availability to everyone
Yeah.
to make the content.
Yeah.
Like in
Both
I don't know,
availability for everybody to produce but also consume. Like you don't need to have a Twitch subscription to watch Twitch.
yeah, exactly. Like I feel like this is just once again the big man like taking a method or like a means and then stripping it away from the small guy. Which I don't know. Maybe that's too much of a big.
I mean, I guess we'll have to
sweeping
see when they
statement to
roll
me.
it out. You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's like in terms of streaming to me, like the allure is that it's even the people at the tippy top, right? They're just guys and gals and non-binary pals, and like they're just people, man. Like
And a
even the
few
big ones.
bald... No.
They're more than a few. I've seen them. But yeah, it's like, but to just like put already established like in like highly mainstream personalities on a live streaming platform and then try and get a live audience of just people like us involved. I mean, like
bet it.
it'll be successful. I know it will. But it's I don't know. It's just not the spirit of streaming. For me, at least, anyway.
Well, Lone, let's bring it a little closer to home. Not too close though, because that would be dangerous. We'll bring it to Darlington.
Whoa.
Because a Darlington street has been resurfaced around a parked car.
What the hell? Those. What on earth? That sounds like it would be more effort than to just like move the car. Whose car is that?
They don't know, and because he left it, they can't move it. They can't legally move it, so they had to go around. They just went around him.
But like, surely you do have.
Why would they not be allowed to move it? That sounds like insanity that they wouldn't.
Because
be able
it's
to
someone's
just-
private property.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean, like-
though. It's the
like
streets.
fucking
It's not their
cities-
property. It's not their property
cities
at all.
tow shit all the time.
Yeah, this
if they
is.
put
This
it
But
is,
he's not causing any violation.
But
Yes,
like
if
literally
it,
the only thing they have to do is put up a sign. All cars need to be moved between these dates. Bam, he's now in violation.
the sign is there, I can see the sign.
Yeah,
I can't
it did
read
say
it.
that. Like they did. To be fair, he did get notified. Well, if he saw any of the signs, he says he didn't. If he saw any of the signs, he did have 2 days' notice. They were up for 2 days.
I mean, that's
I mean,
short. I'll say that, but still. they
Unless
should have
he's
been
on
allowed to go.
holiday.
He could be on holiday.
I mean that would be fair. Like if he is on holiday and they've only give 2 days notice to people to move, then that's kind of on them. But the street is not private property.
No.
That is not private property. It's like if they had permission, if the council have got all the relevant permissions and the companies yada yada to do this work, they probably are in within some sort of legal rights to tow.
Yeah.
Like I'm just surprised that they've now then done the work around that freaking car.
I mean, to be fair, if you think about it like this, they've just solidified that dude's parking spot.
I mean, yeah.
It's just
Do you
like
reckon
now
they'll
you've got
come
your own
back?
parking spot.
They'll probably just have to come back. They'll have to come back.
They'll have to come back
do
and
the rest
redo
of
it.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll redo it, Lon. Nah, I
Well,
didn't think they're
not
gonna redo it.
Not redo it is in like the whole frickin' street.
No, I know. I'm not. I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll just fucking leave it. They'll go, you left your car here. Fuck you.
You know, that does sound like fucking regional government, sure.
I mean, it depends also whether this is Darlington, right? It's probably
Yeah.
the poor old council's not even been given the funding to buy enough petrol to go again twice.
Yeah, they've not been given enough asphalt. But it's the final stories, Lon and Hannes. The final stories. Now,
Alright.
a poll. Obviously, the Oscars did a poll about who should win the fan favorite Oscar film, and we covered it, and it was Zack Snyder's movie, Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been found out that it was rigged by bots.
Yeah, of course it was.
Mm-hmm.
Funny that.
And I thought, for the final segment, which we normally go down memory lane through a bit of history, I thought we'd look at some of the other polls that people were like, this is a great idea. And then put it to a vote, and then the internet has just destroyed it.
Brexit.
No, that's a different vote.
That's when one person had a great idea and put it to a vote.
No, different thing. So obviously, like, Boaty McBoatface is one.
Yes, of course. Oh, yeah, it's classic.
They didn't go through with that, did they?
No.
No,
Actually, did
no.
they? Did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't. I'm pretty sure they spat in the face of Boaty McBoatface.
They named it the Attenborough, if I'm not misremembering, so that the internet couldn't
Yes. Yeah. No, you are correct. I remember that. So, the New York Mets marketing department thought, I've got a great idea. How about we have a new inning theme song? And the internet got to work and thought, what better song than Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up?
Of course.
Absolutely. Honestly, man, I'd groove every time.
Like, that would be a good
Yeah.
song to get. Like, they've got such songs as Sweet Caroline, things like that. Everybody get up and get ready for the New York Mets. Alright, thank you, Soul. We'll catch you later. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.
It also reminds me of the time that Microsoft launched an AI chatbot on Twitter and it immediately became a right-wing troll.
Oh god, yeah, Tay, yeah.
Yeah.
Tay crawled back. She actually came back online.
Yeah, they took it down, like unprogrammed her from right-wingness, and then let her loose again. And then I think the second time it went like better.
No, it didn't. It went as just as bad.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So, the next one, and the reason I knew about this for a while ago. So, Hannes, do you know the music of Taylor Swift?
I know she's a musician, but like, legitimately ask me to name any one of her songs. I will have to go.
Feeling 22.
I don't know. I really don't.
that was the. I assume that's one of her songs, Hannes. So, Hannes, her marketing team were put to a vote. We're going to send you to one school in the US.
Yeah.
Obviously, quite a lot of people want to see Taylor Swift at their school, but obviously no school could win against the Horace Mann School for the Deaf.
I remember this, Jay. Now that you say it, I remember this.
She didn't end up.
She didn't actually go.
No, she didn't end up going. She decided to then give like a lump sum of money. Yeah, $50,000. $50,000.
I thought that she went and like met them anyway or something.
No,
like that.
there is something that you're thinking of something, and it may jog your memory next.
Yeah.
But but this isn't that next one, Hannes. The next is Justin Bieber. So, Justin Bieber's marketing team thought, got a great idea. We'll send you to any country to meet your fans, and that'll be the first stop you go to. Where do you think the internet sent him? Any country.
Antarctica.
Antarctica is a good guess. What is yours, Hannes?
Azerbaijan.
No, unfortunately, Hannes, it is North Korea. Obviously, the North Korean people, the Beliebers in North Korea, never got their Justin Bieber tour because it was pulled straight after.
I like how the title is "Almost Get Sent to North Korea," like there was ever a chance.
Yeah, as if they were going to send him to North Korea.
Is it I didn't ever say either? It's like, but I don't want to go to North Korea. It's like, you go
No,
to North
we're your
Korea
marketing
and you
team.
don't
You're
like
going
it.
to North Korea. Yes.
You listen to me, you little shit. You'll go to North Korea and sing Kim Jong-un's pants off.
Now, the next one is Pitbull, and this is the one you're thinking of, Hannes. So, Pitbull's marketing team said, we're going to send you to any Walmart, but the Walmart will be something within the United States.
Yeah.
And they decided to send him to the most remote Walmart. If Internet Historian is to be believed, they looked at the lyrics of Give Me Everything, and when he says, take a picture of that with a Kodak, that's genius. Obviously, we'll send him to Kodiak, Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska.
But he owned it. He totally owned it. He went there, he met them, they gave him bear mace for the bears in Alaska.
What the fuck?
But yeah, he went. He had a great time.
That's incredible PR though. The
Yeah.
thing is, if you could just, if your brand allows you to meme, like that's incredible.
Yeah, it's great. Like people were like, he was all on board for this, which good for him. I'm glad he owned it as well. Like it wasn't like sending him to North Korea or anything. So
No.
Austin, Texas almost got its garbage dump after Limp Bizkit's frontman Fred Durst.
It is Fred Durst.
Yeah, Fred Durst would have been the new garbage dump in Austin, Texas.
No.
Why did that get voted?
I don't know. Maybe like in 2011, they just really didn't like Fred Durst.
Probably, yeah. I was
Or
going to say.
really didn't want to offend Fred Durst with his mighty team of lawyers.
I guess so. William Shatner tries naming Pluto's moon.
Oh, that rings a bell.
On social media, lobbying the names Romulus and Vulcan, 2 planets from the Star Trek mythos. Tries to, didn't get him.
Well, was it a public vote? What did they vote other than that?
I don't know. We'd have to go. They elected to go with Styx and Care Bears. They went for Strix and Care Bears.
That Styx.
Styx and
is
Care
in, like,
Bears. Yeah, The river
As in,
Styx.
like,
Styx
the
and Care
river
Bears.
Styx.
Norway's airline almost gets a metal mascot. So there was a poll
That would have made sense.
to create Norway's airline to adopt a tailfin hero, fancy speak for a mascot, to emblazon its fleet. And they were going to go with Metalheads, some rock group. Erstwhile guitarist for Mayhem was top of the poll.
Oh, that's what you meant by metal. For a
Yeah,
minute there, I was
heavy
thinking, like,
metal.
what's so weird of, like...
What's so weird about putting a piece of metal on a plane?
Yeah, or
Well,
just, like...
obviously, Lauren, you couldn't get it past airport security.
I mean, you could.
There's metal
You,
detectors.
just have to, you would just have to declare it. You would
No,
have to
there's
have
metal
it on the
detectors, you see.
documentation. Yeah, but as long as you declare it, it's like, oh yeah, I've got like a metal plate in my shin. It's like, and I'll be like, all right, that's fine. They're not gonna get you to take your shin out.
I feel like it would make a whole lot of sense for Norway to have this. I'm a little bit sad that they didn't.
Yeah, well, Norway and Finland have like lots of heavy rock and metal kind of stuff, don't they?
Yeah, the entire North, to be honest. But yeah.
Greenpeace names a tagged whale Mr. Splashy Pants.
Let's go.
Yeah, they named it Mr. Splashy Pants.
Plus.
Mountain Dew lets people dub the Dew. Yeah, 4chan went real dark on this shit. Some dark stuff, but they also had like soda and Soylent Green, Granny's Apple, and shit like that.
Soylent
Alright.
Green just sounds like a fun name for it, to be honest.
Do you know what Soylent Green is?
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it's fun.
I guess so, yeah, but like it is a very good name, but like it depends on whether or not people would go, yeah, but are you making people into this? Vegemite coins.
Wait, what?
Vegemite coins, Lon. When Kraft Group
Kraft.
decided to rebrand their concoction of the Australian staple and mix it with cream cheese, it was dubbed the iSnack 2.2.
To be
That
quite
was
honest,
awful.
though, I don't know. I feel like if you're into that kind of yeast extract stuff, I can't imagine it being that bad with cheese.
I don't know. Ugh.
I actually have to agree with you here. If you're a Vegemite fan, they're probably gonna buy that. But I mean, like, if you're a Vegemite fan, you probably just want to have your Vegemite straight.
Straight from the bottle.
But nobody who's not a Vegemite fan will go like, huh? But it's Vegemite coins, though. You know, like that's a huge differentiating factor.
Hannes is content with his giant ball of mozzarella.
Yeah. Give me that. I'll just fucking show on that for the evening. Thank you.
Roy Fitzpatrick gets voted into the NHL All-Star game.
Who is that?
No clue. If people know this person, maybe it appeals to you. Me, Lone Hannes,
Oh.
no clue.
He is a professional hockey player, but he is not a very good one.
Oh, he's just really
from
shit.
just from my quick reading of the article, he's just not a very good player.
Well, good for him. He got voted in by the internet.
Yeah.
You just
Hank,
gotta own
the
it at that
angry
point.
drunken dwarf wins Beautiful People poll.
Hank the angry drunken dwarf. Fair enough.
Ronald Bruce becomes the new next model. 4chan founder wins Time's Top 100 poll, including people like Barack Obama.
Ugh.
I know. And finally, game dev almost places Gabe Newell in Victoria's Secret contest.
Nice.
They hosted a participant where they could post pictures in hopes of winning 3-day pampering getaway to New York. And they thought, obviously, we have to get that to Gabe. Gabe needs that Victoria's Secret holiday.
That is true.
Like, I don't know what gets companies. You know what I mean? Like, what goes through their mind when they're like, let's open it up to a poll where we can easily have it just absolutely buggered by people.
I feel like it's a like if they write the rules of it so that they can always backtrack, then it's a low risk, high reward kind of thing. They can get a lot of publicity without spending a lot of money, because people who are very passionate about a certain result will do word of mouth by themselves. If it does fuck up, then they get a lot of publicity because of that. So like getting these kind of results is probably just, hey, that's good. We don't have to do it. We can just apologize and do some whatever. Like, it needs to be within reason, but I don't think that they're like super upset about it.
But yeah, that's the end of weird news. There is no more news.
Well, I'll be damned.
I know.
But, I always waited for the day.
Indeed. Well, I mean, Hannes, it's happening next week. I'm sorry, but I'm going to drag you back. You're locked into it. You've signed.
The
you
news
signed.
never stop.
You see, I don't think you realize, Hannes. You signed in Blood Tree, Dragon Blood Tree.
Dragon Blood Tree sap.
Yeah, Blood Tree sap. Obviously, you know you're here. You're here forever now.
Yep. Just the way it is.
Indeed. But yes, will you be streaming anything, Hannes? Or
no, not today. Not today.
Gonna have a break. A wise choice. Have a nice chill day.
That's exactly right.
But yes, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you Sendai for the sub. I really appreciate it. But yes, from me and Hannes and Lone, thank you so much, and we shall catch you later. Goodbye.
See ya. Bye.
Peace.